guys, welcome back to another scooter video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a backflip. A backflip is very similar to a flare, so if you haven't already seen my how to flare tutorial, definitely go check that out. I'll have that link below in the description so you can see that. Before we get into the backflip, I want to make sure that you're putting on a helmet. A helmet is the most important part to this trick. If you don't have a foam pit near you, it's alright. You can try it with a mattress on the ground, but if you have a foam pit, I would highly recommend trying it on there. But let's get into the quarter pipe and I'll show you a couple tips. Alright, so now that we're down by a quarter pipe, I want to explain to you a couple of quarter pipes that you're going to want to try this on. You're not really going to want to first try your backflip on a quarter pipe that's smaller than 3 foot. I wouldn't recommend trying it on something like this because it's going to be a little bit too mellow to be able to pop out. I would, however, recommend trying it on a ramp like that, where you're going to be able to get the full pop, because the steeper the ramp is, the less you actually have to tuck. But then again, the steeper the ramp is, the more you have to push out of the ramp so you don't come back and land on the coping. So I would recommend trying for a quarter pipe that's about 4 feet tall. Any less, it's going to be hard to get the rotation on your first couple ones, and then any more is going to be almost too steep to get out of the ramp, and then you end up doing like a backflip to fakie, which is a cool trick, but I don't know if you want to try that before backflips. So let's go ahead and get into the very first step of learning backflips. So when you're coming up to a quarter pipe, you're going to want to start to preload the ramp. So you're getting right here, you're getting close to the top, you get to right about here, you're crouching down, and then you want to prepare to take off about a foot to 6 inches below the coping. I'd aim for right about here. You're going to be able to pop off and sit down and tuck it in and then backflip. So again, we're going to go straight up the ramp as if we're just doing a fly out trick. We're going straight up the ramp and you get about 6 inches away. Remember, you're going to sit back and then lean back and then tuck in. You're going to want to go up the quarter pipe straight, and then once you leave the actual coping, you're going to pull it in, tuck your elbows in like this, and then you're going to lean back. So remember, you got to keep your head looking where you want to rotate. So once you get completely upside down and you're looking back, you're right here. At this point, you're going to be able to see the ground. And as you're coming down, you're going to be able to spot your landing and open up to land the backflip. Alright, so your first backflip is more than likely going to be your scariest one. When you first leave the ramp and you look upside down, that is a very scary feeling because you're going upside down and you're not used to that feeling. So remember, you got to hold on to your scooter. If you let go of your scooter when you're right like there, you're going to go straight down. So you got to make sure that you hold on to your scooter the entire way around. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean and slow-mo it down and break the steps down that we were just talking about right here. Alright, so a couple final tips to remember while doing backflips is commit to your scooter 110%. You don't want to let go of it at all. It is kind of a difficult trick. It's actually, I'm going to say it's actually an easy trick to do, but it's a very difficult trick to learn because just of the fear factor in doing the trick itself. But so the last and final steps you want to remember is when you're going up the quarter pipe, you're going to go all the way up to about the top when you're about a foot away from the coping. And then you're gonna crouch down, pop out, look back, and then tuck it in. You're gonna remember, make those L's with your elbows. You're gonna tuck it in, look back, and once you get completely upside down, your body is now right here and you're completely tucked in. You're gonna spot your landing. So you're just looking at the ground right now. You're gonna spot your landing, start to open up, and bring it down. And you're gonna pull it the rest of the way around. And once you start to get right here, and you're opening up, you're going to be able to absorb your landing and then ride away. It is nice to try this over a box jump because the landing is a little bit smoother when you go and land, but fly out is the best option because you're going to be able to not have to worry about landing into a transition. But I'm going to show you a couple more backflips out of banks and out of quarter pipes to kind of give you a better idea of what you're going to have to do. If you're doing them out of a bank, you're going to have to really force your momentum and use your legs to kick you around, but if you're doing it out of a quarter pipe, around 4 foot, again, you're going to use that transition to let you flip it around. So I'll show you a couple more. All right, well, I'll go ahead and give you a first person point of view of what a backflip looks like. Alright, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys have a better idea on how to backflip. If you think this tutorial helped and you are feeling more confident in backflips, definitely leave me a comment below and let me know. Also, if you need any more tips or tricks on learning backflips, make sure to comment them below. And again, if you want to watch a how-to flare tutorial, I also made a video on that. A lot of these tricks are interchangeable, so you can learn them there. Until then, see you in the next one. Later.